sales pages that make you a ton of money, and then there are sales pages that make you a multi-figure entrepreneur. Ever wonder what's the biggest difference between the two? Namaste, I'm Khushi, your biz alpha from Marketing Media Co. And being a marketing and copywriting strategist, I've helped hundreds of businesses jumpstart their sales page conversions to the next level through my tested and proven unconventional marketing and unpredictable writing skills. Okay, so the sales pages that make you money might have a flashy design, some catchy copy, and few call to action buttons sprinkled here and there. But when it comes to sales pages that make you a multi-figure entrepreneur, they take it to a whole new level. These bad boys are carefully crafted to persuade, seduce, and hypnotize your potential customers. So what's the number one thing that sets these two apart? Well, it all just boils down to one single word. Storytelling. And don't forget to stick till the end to steal my 8 highly effective and proven storytelling formulas and prompts that you can use to spice up your sales page copy, hook your customers in, and leave them screaming, "Shut up and take my money." You see, stories are everywhere. Whether it's a juicy tale shared over a sizzling barbecue or a scandalous gossip whispered behind closed doors, stories add that extra spice to our lives. So here are 6 ways you can leverage storytelling to transform your sales page copy and make your message more memorable, relatable, and persuasive. First up we have is a compelling personal story. One way to harness the power of storytelling is by starting your sales page with a compelling personal story. Share an experience or a struggle that you or someone you know went through and how your product or service came to the rescue. Let me share an example. Imagine you are selling a productivity app. Instead of diving straight into the features and benefits, start by sharing a personal story about how you used to struggle with overwhelm and missed deadlines. Then talk about how you created this super amazing productivity boosting formula that completely transformed your life. By sharing your own personal journey, you are creating a relatable experience for your audience that they can connect with. Next in line in how you can leverage storytelling to transform your sales page copy and make your message more memorable, relatable, and persuasive is customer success stories. Another powerful way to incorporate storytelling is by sharing customer success stories. When potential customers see real people who have achieved amazing results with your product or service, they become more inspired and are more likely to believe in its effectiveness. Here's an example. Let's say you're promoting a weight loss program. Include testimonials and case studies of individuals who have successfully lost weight and improved their health using your program. Share their before and after and what their life used to look like then versus now. By sharing their stories, you are providing social proof and showing your potential customers that your program actually freaking works. Now, before I move on to the next tip, if you're someone who wants to accelerate your results even more and truly live in your customers' minds rent-free, then make sure to click the link in the description box or the comment section below to download my free brand voice workbook that dives deeper into an in-depth analysis of your target audience based on the 12 Jungian customer archetypes, allowing you to tailor your brand voice to resonate deeper with your audience and speak directly to their pains and desires in your sales page copy. Remember, this guide will walk you through the exact same questions and exercises that I take my clients through while crafting a unique transcendental brand voice guide for them from scratch. Again, make sure to click the link in the description box or the comment section below. Now, with that out of the way, let's move on to the next step on leveraging storytelling to transform your sales page copy and make your message more memorable, relatable, and persuasive, which is paint a picture. Use storytelling to paint a picture of the future success your customers can achieve by using your product or service. Help them visualize the positive outcomes and the transformations they can experience through your offer. And here's an example. Let's say you're selling a business coaching program. Tell a story about a struggling entrepreneur who was on the verge of giving up but then discovered your program and everything just changed. Describe how they implemented your strategies, overcame obstacles, and ultimately built a thriving and highly profitable business. By painting this picture of success, you are igniting the aspirations of your audience and motivating them to take action. The next tip I have for you when it comes to leveraging storytelling to transform your sales page copy is use metaphors and analogies. Metaphors and analogies can help you explain complex concepts in a way that is easy to understand and memorable for your audience. They can also create an emotional connection and help potential customers see the benefits of your product or service in a brand new light. For example, while promoting a productivity app, you can use a metaphor like, "Our software is the Swiss Army knife of all productivity tools," to help customers understand how versatile and powerful your product is. Next up we have show the evolution of your brand. Sharing the story of how your brand came to be and how it has evolved over time can create a sense of authenticity and credibility. It can also help potential customers see the value of your product or service beyond its features and benefits. For example, you might share the story of how you started your business as just a hobby and as a mom of 3, and everything that you're sharing in this digital course of yours is exactly what you did to start and scale your business to 6 figures that it is today. My next tip on how you can leverage storytelling to transform your sales page copy and make your message more memorable, relatable, and persuasive is create a narrative structure. Using a narrative structure for your sales page with a clear beginning, middle, and end can help create a sense of momentum and keep potential customers engaged throughout the page. You can also use some storytelling techniques like foreshadowing, conflict, and resolution to build suspense and keep readers interested. Let me know in the comments below if you want me to make a separate video on how you can do that. And now let's move on to the best and most rewarding part of this video, which is my 8 incredibly potent and time-tested storytelling formulas and prompts that you can use to add zest to your sales page, captivate your customers, and make your sales page an evergreen money-making machine. But before I do that, if you truly want to tell yours and your clients' stories in a way that resonate with your potential customers on a deeper level, directly speak to their pains and desires, and effortlessly hit the nail on the head, then make sure to click the link in the description box or the comment section below of this video, where I have a free brand voice workbook waiting for you, which will take you through the exact same questions and exercises I take my clients through while creating and crafting a unique transcendental brand voice guide for them from scratch. And hey, don't forget to hit the like button while you do that. And now let's skip to the juicy stuff. Storytelling formula number 1. The hero's journey. This features a protagonist as they are called to awaken their true potential while setting out on a difficult journey and ultimately triumphing over adversity. This is applied using the following formula. The status quo, which is the old norm, comfort zone, or limiting paradigm of the hero, which eventually led to the challenge, a problem, catalyst, or adversity that disrupted the status quo and motivated your hero to find a solution or a mentor. The discovery, which is the epiphany or the resolution that led to the hero's personal breakthrough, solidifying your customers' investment in the story and the solution. Storytelling formula number 2 is future pacing. This type of storytelling is often used in neuro-linguistic programming and allows the readers to imagine themselves in their ideal future. This is applied using the following formula. Let them imagine. Paint the picture of a desirable result, outcome, or a scenario that the prospect wants to achieve. Write in present tense to help them visualize that reality as if it is already happening. Help them relate. Expand this vision further by describing the emotions that they are experiencing in this reality and affirm their beliefs by validating why they deserve this. Make it their reality. Present your product or service as the way to help them actualize that reality and lead them from pain to relief. Storytelling formula number 3 is the troublemaker. This storytelling technique is based on the fundamental truth that nothing is more interesting or more memorable than trouble. As a business owner or a copywriter, you can use this storytelling formula to introduce it could happen to you trouble using scenarios that reflect the problem that yours or your client's product is solving. This is applied using the following formula. Set the scene. Set the scene by describing the protagonist in his/her everyday environment. This is the calm before the storm, before everything starts to go terribly, horribly wrong. The build-up. An unanticipated incident or crisis that gets worse and worse until the protagonist reaches their final straw. The moment of truth, the worst case scenario. Describe how they escape or resolve this situation just in the nick of time thanks to your product or service. Now before we move on, if you want me to make a separate video giving you examples of how these formulas can be applied in real life and in literally any business, then comment below examples and I'll do just that. Storytelling formula number 4 is the wake-up call. Similar to the troublemaker, but the wake-up call starts the scene in the middle of the conflict or distress. Your prospect is pulled into the story and is invited to explore the conflict and investigate the origin of the problem and escape their own could-be crisis with the help of your product. It's the wake-up call they need. This is applied using the following formula. Number 1, what's the crisis? Describe a serious problem your prospect may or may not realize they are facing, and illustrate it further with pointed concerns and scenarios that reflect a problem. Number 2, how did we get here? Educate and guide your prospect as you trace and identify the factors that likely contributed to the problem and how it is stopping them from achieving their desired goals and results. Number 3, what's the calling? Call on your prospect to resolve the problem by using your product and describe how it is the best tool/solution to help them overcome the crisis. Storytelling formula number 5 is the BAB technique. The BAB technique moves your prospect from their current reality to their ideal reality, intensifying the pain-pleasure gap between what they have now and what they want. This is applied using the following formula. Number 1, before. Describe your prospect's world before your solution. Help them identify the problem that you are offering to solve. Number 2, after. Describe what their world could potentially look like after resolving that problem. Number 3, bridge. Now that you have highlighted the gap between these two worlds, fill that gap by inserting your product as the solution that can shift them from before to after in an easier, simpler, faster, cheaper, and better way. Storytelling formula number 6 is the PAS formula. We all know that pain is more motivating than pleasure, and the PAS formula uses pain, agitation, and resolution to stimulate action and employ empathy. This is applied using the following formula. Number 1, the problem. Identify your prospect's biggest pain points and use example scenarios to provide greater context and create emotional resonance. Number 2, agitate. Describe what might happen and how the situation might get worse if the problem doesn't get rectified immediately. Number 3, solve. Provide hope and deliver a solution through your product. Storytelling formula number 7 is the holy grail. Using a historical fact or myth is perhaps one of the most unconventional formulas that is used in copywriting and marketing today. And yet, folklore and legend is perhaps the oldest known form of storytelling, as it captivates the readers and listeners through the novelty and appeal of identity, mystery, imagination, and even romance. This is applied using the following formula.
Number 1, legend has it. Start by introducing a historical fact, legend, or myth that will set the premise and illustrate possibility.
Number 2, what if this were true? Apply this legend or myth to a perceived truth or theory in the current world and how this relates to the problem your prospect is seeking to solve or the benefit they are seeking to achieve. Number 3, what does this mean for you? Reveal a current solution that was inspired by this legend or myth and how it resolves the problem and provides the ultimate benefit. Storytelling formula number 8 is the story spine. The story spine was created in 1991 by Ken Adams. As an outlining tool, it uses 8 powerful prompts to sketch out the makings of a story. This is applied using the following formula. Number 1, once upon a time. The world of the story is introduced and the main character's routine is established. Number 2, but one day. The main character breaks the routine. Number 3, because of that, there are dire consequences of having broken the routine and it is unclear if the main character will come out alright. Number 4, until finally, the main character embarks upon success or failure. And number 5, and ever since then, the main character succeeds or fails and a new routine is established. Now, at this point of the video, you might be wondering, okay Khushi, we know all the essential storytelling formulas to incorporate in my sales page, but are there any results backed and experts recommended psychological triggers that will speak to the hearts and minds of my customers in ways unimaginable? Well, I've got you. Watch this video right here where I let you in on 7 must-have psychological triggers that you should include in your copy today to immediately motivate your potential clients and customers to pull out their wallets and buy whatever it is you have to offer on your sales page. Thanks for watching this video. Like and subscribe if you found this helpful, and I'll see you in my next one. Till then, keep howling.